section we liked right here. Pull it over here. I had to chop it ever so slowly, otherwise it was pretty on time. Shout out me. I had one AirPod in, having like a metronome play in my ear. But yeah, I had to do a few chops here. So like doubled that, gonna bounce that out as 1. So we'll put it right here. Let's just put like a little like EQ on this, maybe. Cut it around like 140. Just an initial EQ, just because like, yeah, I want all that for the bass later. So Alt R, record that out. That'd be guitar 1. So right there, that's guitar 1. And now I'm just gonna find another section to chop up, and like it's gonna be like 2 guitars in each ear, because in his and hers it kind of, the guitar kind of pans left to right. So we're gonna do something like that, but instead it's gonna be like 2 similar but different guitars playing in each ear. So let's chop up another part. Up a different section and do just the slightest bit of chopping again, just to get it on time, but similar but different. So same exact thing, but maybe ever so slowly different strumming pattern, is hitting the chords a little bit different. And I'm not the best guitar player. It's hard for me sometimes. Like, I've just never been great at just getting like the full sound out of chords. I don't know, guitar's always been, I played guitar for like ever, but it's always been like a struggle for me. But like just getting it good enough to get in here, that's what we're trying to do. And then like we'll add, like it'll come together in the context of the whole beat, even if it's not perfect. And just having just like that strumming sound and stuff just really is like kind of nice, and just brings an authentic feel to a beat. So though, it's Music Nick. Today, as you can tell, we're making a his and hers type beat. Just wanted to get that guitar down. Cause once we got that guitar down, now like that was the hardest part. Now we're just put together and have fun, but give you an idea of what we wanted to do with like the dueling guitars left and right ear type shit. Moved it up 100 cents there. It was going from E to A, so now I guess it's going from F to A sharp. I'm just gonna right click and I'm gonna go File, Save Master Track State as, drag it on a guitar too. Just get a nice starting point, just have those be like matching, and then I can just tweak them a little bit. Now, I don't really like the sound like hard panning, but this is sounding pretty good. So we're just using these stereo shapers, so like 20-ish, and then like this one has stereo shaper preset stereoized 3 on it. This one has stereo shaper preset stereoized 2 on it, and then this one is stereo image more to the right, and this one's stereo image more to the left. So there's like no panning, but there's all that going on, and this is how they're gonna mesh. Let's see what happens. What if we then stereo separated them each like 40%, really brought them together? Start out, let's grab an analog lab piano. I can like barely hear this. Just the accent from like V to Noah, sort of in the background. A bunch of reverb on it. Just to add some just like layers, and I just added in this Omnisphere bell. It's Bell Shadows from Palace, I believe. Like this 44 floor one shot key has a lot of great one shot basses, including this one. That's just added in this expand pad. We just cut a lot of the frequencies, just this finish pad from like the bright pad section or huge pad section, I don't know, just simple chords. Oops, just realized those are all powered up. I don't need those powered all the way up. That's ridiculous, bruh. Alright. Alright, so that's the range right there. I want to throw on some like tape machines and shit. Just like really just start throwing on at that point, like whatever you have, whatever like to your taste, or just kind of whatever textures you want to add. I would say just don't do too much. You don't want just to have crackles everywhere and there's white noise everywhere, all that shit, but maybe, you know, just add a little flavor, make it sound really unique. And sometimes just I find that adding those master effects on the sample kind of like takes all these different one shots, these recordings, these plugins, and it kind of takes all these separate things and it kind of puts one effect over all of them. It kind of makes it more cohesive, if that makes sense. Sorry for all my ham. Makes it cohesive. Let's do it. I'm gonna do that and bounce it out and fuck off. Alright, so we bounced it out. We brought it down 100 cents right here. We added on this subtle EQ, this R compressor master opto preset, R comp from uncompressor from Waves, the G Hertz Bidside Matrix up to on the side, and yeah, put all that on there, bounce it out again, and here is the final sample. Here's the final beat right here on the master. We just got this EQ for a filter during the bridge, and we got, of course, our TR5 Classic Clipper, 4.5 on the gain, negative 4.1 on the slope, 0 on the output. That's after we leveled everything, the 808 to negative 6 dB, and then everything working around that. We have, I'll show you everything we got here. We got the Positive Thought clap from Artist, another Artist sound tech in so basically we started out with this nice little bounce with the clap, you know, basic clap pattern, and then we had 2 accenting snares going, one a little bit higher pitch, one a little bit lower pitch, and then those have a bounce going, and then separately we have a nice bounce going with these hats. So lots of chops and like pitch changes, just kind of. We pretty much just muted everything, and we had all these going, so all of these different sounds should kind of be hitting a different pocket and not really hitting at the same time, for the most part, except for like a couple of open hats I played at the same time as a couple of accenting snares. But like basically we had this going, and the last thing I put in was this, and I really just tried to get those little chops into areas where those other sounds aren't. And of course we had the Audi 808, because like I said, Lemonade has that, his and hers has that, so of course we had put that on here. And you know, we just had 2 chords going, so just kind of playing on the E and the A with the octaves, the E going up an octave, the A going down an octave. So that's kind of cool and fun. And then of course the Barry kick, I love the way the Barry kick punched the Audi 808, so that just accenting some shit, not hitting on every single one, just adding some bounce. Got EQs on everything, just like simple as fuck EQs, shit like that. arranged it out, added in a couple transition effects. My favorite Cody transition effect, it is just from Cody Cody V3 effects. I just took effect 1 and effect 2 and combined them. That's what that is. Those are just those two effects combined. Then I called it effects transition combined. So that's what that is. Then of course Polar Boy Shody, just the classic. That shit, just EQ'd a little bit, and my B tag, and then like we said, this filter. And then we fade out at the end. So that is the beat right there. I will play it out. If you have any questions, anything, comment below. Let me know what you think of today's video, if it was helpful. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. No, it's not perfect. The guitar could probably be a bit better. It could definitely be a bit better, but I also am proud of it. Like, I definitely got better today making this beat, and I think you could definitely learn some shit. And just like going through the motions, I became better doing this. So it's not perfect, but I fuck with it a lot. So I'm gonna play it. Here's the final beat. Comment, like, subscribe. You know what it is. Till next time, peace.